All right, are we ready? Let's start off standing. So thank you for joining. Let's start off with our arms swinging out to the side. And so we're just constantly moving those arms, swinging those arms out to the side, doing the best you can. As you can see, my arms are angled kind of low, and I'm just using my muscles to initiate the movement and swinging those arms back and forth. You should feel a good stretch in your chest as you bring those arms out to the side and back behind your body. We're just creating movement, loosening up the chest, loosening up the shoulders, and you just do what you can, right? Your body will kind of slow you down and stop your movement naturally as your arms go back. Don't force it, just, kind of go within your own range of motion. Okay, now stop the arms. We're just going to focus on one arm at a time. Big circle. You do what you can. You're trying to draw a big circle with your arm. And so a little side view. You're just going out to the side, big circle. You can even turn your body and twist a little bit as you reach back and come over your head. Now, obviously, I have pretty good range of motion, but say you're down here and you're doing the smaller circle. That's okay. If you're feeling a stretch and you're feeling movement through that shoulder and you're opening it up, that's good. That's progress. Right? Change directions now. Same arm, but other side. So today we're going to focus on some upper body and a little bit of bouncing, but mostly upper body work and some bouncing, of course. Bouncing is going to always be in here regardless. Okay, other arm, but the reason we're really getting our shoulders and arms warmed up is so that we can do some exercises specifically for our upper body, our chest, shoulders, arms, back, all of it. So nice and easy, big circle, do what you can. It's okay to turn your upper body a little bit. Change directions, same arm. Okay, relax. Let's stay standing. So we're going to do one of these we're going to start with this exercise, standing without weight. As we go through this move, you can add weight later. We start off with our arms straight out to the side. So you're standing tall. You can see my feet are wide. I have dumbbells in between my feet. Don't copy what I'm doing. All right, kick those weights out of the way. Remove all tripping hazards, right? Make sure you have clear working space. One arm is going to go down, and then right back up. Hold it there. Other arm goes down and up. And so we're going to alternate. As one arm moves, the other arm stays. Now you're trying to keep that other arm parallel to the floor. Right? The arm that's not moving. Keep it parallel to the floor if you can. If it's hard for you and you need to have your arm a little lower, that's totally fine. Whatever works. And we're just going back and forth. One arm stays, other arm moves, and you just come down till your hand touches your leg and then lift back up. All right, take a break. Shake out those arms. Let's get our legs involved. So we're going to do some squats. We're going to work on our functional movement. We got to do these every day. Right? Because you do it every day. You sit down and you stand up every day just from your basic daily activities, getting out of bed, getting up from your sofa, getting out of your car, getting out of the dining chair, maybe a picnic bench, your outdoor patio furniture, sitting up from a seated position. We do that every day. So it's good to do these exercises outside of your regular day activity so that you can move easier when that time comes to get up out of bed, or to get off the toilet, or to get off the couch, or to get out of your car. We're just trying to make things easy so that you're strong, you're stable, you're balanced. Now I'm coming all the way down to my chair. You do what you can. I'm going to give you a side view. We're going to keep going. Load the weight on the heels. Push your hips back. Posture's tall at the top. Suck in the stomach, right? If you need to bring your arms forward a little to help you, that's okay. Or maybe you need to have your hands on your thighs a little bit to come all the way down and to come all the way up. That's okay. You do what you can. Let's do 2 more. There's 1. And there's 2. Okay. Let's move on to that first move we did. I'm going to start light. I recommend you start light as well. Maybe a water bottle, canned goods, 1 to 2 pounds, really light, okay? Arms are out to the side. We're holding the weights now in our hands, so it's a little tougher. Arms are just a little bit below your shoulder height, so right around parallel, maybe a little lower. Bring one arm down, keep the other arm up, back up with that arm that was just moving. Now the arm that was still is moving, and we alternate. So there's always one arm that is up and parallel to the floor. And there's always one arm that is moving down and back up. And we just alternate between the right and the left side, keeping your posture tall. It's okay to have your arms a little lower. So I'm showing you an example. My arms are lower, but I still feel my shoulders working. Right? So you can definitely do this. There's a little bend in your elbows. Okay, let's do 10 more. There's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and relax. All right, put the weight down. So a way to modify, don't use the weights if it's too much. If you feel like it's the dumbbells or whatever you're using is just too much on the shoulders, put the weight down. Or if you felt like it was kind of easy in the beginning with the weights and then all of a sudden it became very difficult, you can just as easily put the weight down and then continue without the dumbbells or without the resistance, without the weights. So there's ways to modify. Again, if you're too high up, you can lower your arms and still move. Okay, so the goal is to work on the top of our shoulder, which helps us with all our movement, reaching, grabbing stuff, extending your arm out, grabbing the door, bringing it in, things like that. So back to the squats. Let's go for it. So nice and easy. Someone is trying to call me. Time out. Okay, so someone was trying to call me on the screen, which is why we lost each other there. So we're back to our squats. Push out the hips. Come down. Light touch on the chair if you can and stand up. Now, if you can't go all the way down to your chair, that's fine. All right, do what you can. Right? I mean, what do you do when you're at home? Right? You have to sit down at some point. So work on it. Try to mimic what you do at home. If that means that you come down and you're kind of using your hands and you're kind of just sitting down quickly, That's all right. You try to work on it and do what you can. Or you want to try to improve your squatting and standing strength, ability. Right? You want to improve on that because it is so basic in nature. So come all the way down, get the bum to touch the floor, stand up. Now if you want to add some weight to this, you can bring the weight up here and hold it with 2 dumbbells. You can hold on with 1 dumbbell and move just the same. So it's totally up to you. We're just adding a little more weight to make things a little more challenging so that it's easier for us to move around from our day-to-day life in the future. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, last one coming up. All right. If you are holding on to the light weight, you can continue to do that. We're going to do one more round. We're starting with the arms out to the side. We're going to go for 20, 10 on each arm. Posture's tall. Core is engaged. Arms up. Let's go. 1 arm down, 1 arm up. And we go back and forth. There's 2, 3. Just a little bend in your elbows. 4, strong core. 5, flex that stomach. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 10, 9, strong stomach, stand tall. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, stay with me, it's getting tough. 2, and 1, come all the way down with the weights. So we're into the squats. If you want to put the weight down, go ahead. If you want to hold on to both dumbbells, go for it. If you want to hold on to 1 dumbbell, go for it too, okay? You can do it. No matter how you've been doing it, these last 2 rounds is fine. If you feel like you need to continue and you're good where you are, then just stick with what you've been doing. Otherwise, if you're ready for a challenge, throw that weight in there. Bring it up to your shoulders. If it's too much on the shoulders, you can bring the weight in towards the chest and hold it in front of your chest. That's also an option. If you're just using 1 dumbbell, then you're holding on with 2 hands, either vertically or horizontally, with 2 hands, whatever's easier for you. Let's go. 10, almost there. 9, feel the weight on the heels, suck in your stomach. 8, push out your hips, sit in the chair. 7, 6, 5, try to be able to look straight ahead. 4, keep the chest up. 3, 2, and 1. Take a break, have a seat, relax. It's the only time I'm going to say relax. After that, we're getting into it. We're working. Grab your light dumbbell or water bottle or a canned good, whatever you have, something really, really light, 1 to 2 pounds. Hold on to it right in front of your chest. Legs are extended out in front of you. Sit as tall as you can. Now your bum is kind of close to the edge of the chair. Right, your tush, your glutes. However you want to call your bum, whatever you want to call your bum. Glutes is the technical term. Lean back. Engage your core. Come back as far as you can without lower back pain. So if you're feeling lower back pain, sit a little taller. But try to keep the legs out. If you're sitting taller and it's still bothering your back, bring the feet in a little bit more and work with that. Okay, so make corrections as needed. But one of the more challenging things to do is to lean back, keep the legs up, just hovering. The heels are up just a little, but you're leaning back and you're holding the legs out in the air. That's a little bit more advanced, but you can keep the heels down and legs straight. From right here, press up, come right back down. We're getting some extra shoulder work in here. Press up and right back down. Your chest is working on this one too. Press and come back down. Again, you should have a light weight. Right? A water bottle, canned goods, something really light, 1 to 2 pounds. Reach, come down. If this is easy for you with your 1 or 2 pounds, then here's what you can do. You can press with one arm, come down, switch. Press with the other arm, come down, switch. You're leaning back the whole time. The legs are extended, and the feet, the heels are a little bit off the ground. And you're pressing one arm at a time. This is very challenging. All right? Flex your stomach. Remember to play with your legs, right? If it's tough on your lower back, bring your feet down, bring the feet in. If it's still bothersome on your lower back, sit a little taller. Don't lean back as far. If you feel your lower back hurting when you press, put the weight down and just reach without the dumbbell, right? You're just reaching with your hand, your arm weight. So there's so many modifications that you can do to help you still stay in this core exercise. And if it's just too much with the shoulders, but you want the core work, then you just keep the weight in tight to your chest and hold. So again, options, options, options. You can play with it however you want, based on your ability. We're still working. We're still holding. Stay with me. You take your breaks as needed. We're going to keep going if you can. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Go ahead and stand up. Let's work on our balance. Sort of. Something that's going to help your balance, help your gait, your walking. Single leg calf raise. So one foot is up in the air. I don't care which one. You start with one. One leg is down. Hands holding onto your chair. Posture's tall. Core is engaged. Lift your heel up as high as you can, then come down. We're going to go for 20. There's 2, 3. Try to feel the weight shift towards the big toe. Right? As you lift the heel up, shift inward towards the big toe. There's 7, 8. Try to lift your heel as high as you can. Lift. There's 10. Halfway there. 10, 9, 7, 5 more. Remember, shift that weight inward towards the big toe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. So if you're finding that difficult to do, and I mean extremely difficult to the point where you really can't lift the heel up, then you can just keep your feet close together and do both feet at the same time. And you're just going to get double work, which is fine. Okay, so from here, other leg, lift the heel up as high as you can and come right back down. We're going to go for 20 on this side. There's 2, 3. So again, there's modifications for everything. If you can't do the one leg version, then you're doing the double leg version. Right? And you're trying to bring both heels up simultaneously and reach a maximum height, lifting as high as you can. There's 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one coming up, and 1. So there's so many alternatives. So again, if that was problematic, both heels up at the same time, okay? Let's go back to the core. Have a seat. Don't relax. Here's options. We're going to do that same core exercise again. If you felt it was easy, hold on to 2 dumbbells instead of 1. The same weight that you had, though, is 1 or 2 pounds. You're just using 2 of them. Maybe 3 pounds if you want to push it. If you felt the dumbbells were too much, too challenging, too much on the shoulders, just use your arm weight. And if it's just tough to move with your arm weight, then don't move your arms at all, and you're just going to work on your core. And you can hold the weight on your chest. So, posture's tall, legs are extended, flex your stomach, pull in the belly button. Slowly start to lean back. Come back as far as you can. If you want to pick those heels up off the ground and they're in the air, great. If not, you can keep them down. Here we go. We're going to press, just like we did last round. Press up, come down. Press up, come down. If you want a challenge, you can do one arm at a time. And that really cranks it up a notch. Flex your stomach. Try to keep your legs still if they're up in the air. And if they're down on the ground, keep them down on the ground and still focus on keeping your body still. The only thing that's moving is the arms, alternating one at a time or both at the same time, or you're just not moving at all and you're holding, whatever works. But focus on the core. The main objective is the abs, working those abs without lower back pain. So sit taller if your back is hurting you. Flex your stomach. Bring your feet in if your back is still hurting you after sitting taller, okay? So you have options. Let's do 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Come down. Stand up again. Let's go to our calf raises. We're still working on our lower body, helping out our daily activity. This is going to help us out with our walking, our balance, our gait. So, either one foot or both, you decide, depending on your ability. Lift. Let's go for it. 20. Here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 10. Feel that weight going inward towards your big toe. 5 more. Lift as high as you can. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Switch. Same thing. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, moving on. Let's work on our back muscle. big back muscle that we all have right here along the rib cage coming into the armpit, upper shoulder, upper arm area. Grab one dumbbell. Now on this one, you can go heavy. Not super heavy, but heavier than we've done on any of the other moves today. One leg is forward, one leg is back. So I'm going to start holding on with my right hand, and my right leg is going to be back. Left leg is forward, left hand is on the chair. I'm going to let that weight just pull my arm straight down. So my arm is perpendicular to the floor. My back is straight. My back leg is straight. My front leg is bent and supporting me. My front arm, my left arm, is against the chair, and it's also supporting me. From right here, I'm going to pull that weight towards my hip, come right back down. Lift, down. This is a great move for your posture. And you're trying to bring that elbow up, that weight up as high as you can. This is good for your shoulder if you have shoulder issues. It really helps with posture. Haven't given a strong backside, upper back. Helps with the shoulder joint, giving stability to that shoulder joint. Keep rowing. 5 more. 5. Think about your core. Suck in the stomach. 3 more to go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so now we switch hands and we switch legs. So I'm going to hold on to the dumbbell with my left hand. Right hand is on the chair. Right foot, right leg is forward, left leg back. Find your balance. Right? Make sure your front leg is bent and it's supporting you. Back leg somewhat straight, but make sure you're supported with that back leg too. Hold on to the chair. Left arm working. Pull that weight to your hip pocket. So my right leg is forward and I'm pulling with my left arm. I'm going to go for 20. There's 5, 6. Remember to breathe. Right? As you pull, exhale. And still think about your core. There's 10. More than halfway now. 8. 5 to go. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Switch legs, switch arms. We're going to do that again. One more time through. So now my right hand is holding on to the dumbbell. My right leg is back. My left leg is forward. And my left hand is on the chair. Pulling that weight to my right hip. Going for another set of 20. It's our last time through. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 10 more. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Switch. Right leg forward, left leg back, right hand on the chair, left hand holding onto the dumbbell. Make sure that front leg is bent, leaning forward a little, strong core, straight back. Breathe, exhale as you pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. Good job. We're almost there. We're going to finish with a little bit of balance and agility, and then we're done. This is going to be specific for some of you pickleballers out there. And even if you're not playing pickleball, this will just be good for fundamental agility for your body, moving around, just in case something happens and you lose your balance. You have the quick feet to maneuver. Okay, so standing nice and tall, your legs are nice and bent, right? Engage your core and lean forward a little bit. So you have a little bit of an athletic stance, almost like you're squatting. But we're not like starting the beginning part of a squat, but we're not squatting. We're just, they call it being in an athletic stance. You're ready. So from here, right leg is just going to step back, come forward. Left leg, step back, come forward. Now, as I step back, I kind of turn my hips a little. My back foot starts to point out to the side, and then now I bring my foot forward and it's facing forward. Now the left leg, open up that left hip to now face the side and the toe is pointing towards the side. And then you come back. And you just keep moving one leg at a time, stepping back, coming forward. Stepping back, coming forward. Now when you step back and you land, bend the knee a little bit. Right? Bend that leg, that landing leg. You want to bend it. Absorb the landing and then push off and bring yourself back to our first initial position, which is in our athletic stance. And you're just continuing to shift. Going back, then forward. Other side, back and forward. Step back and forward. Now you're stepping back as far as you are comfortable with, so even if you feel like it's a small stance, that's okay. You're still maneuvering. You're still working on your footwork and agility. Now, for those of you who are thinking about pickleball and how is this going to help me, well, it's going to help you wind up for when a ball is coming your way. They teach you this. You need to be able to move your foot and wind up for your swing. So as the ball is coming for you, you need to be able to step back, wind up, and swing and follow through forward. As you hit, you step forward. You wind up, swing, step forward as you swing. So that's where it comes into play. Very functional. Stepping back, swinging, stepping forward. Stepping back, winding up, swinging. You need to use your legs in pickleball to help you with the swinging and your movement. Otherwise, you tend to lose your balance. And even if you don't play pickleball, you can just do this movement, and it's a nice little reach, right? And you're getting your core involved as you reach and swing forward. So you're working on both upper and lower body now, working on your agility and coordination. Coordination is so important. Right? So you're able to control your upper body and lower body at the same time, moving backwards and then forwards. It's great. It helps for overall mind-body connection. Last one, and you're done. Good job. So mind-body connection is great to have. Coordination with upper and lower body is always good to have. Functional. How is that functional if you don't play pickleball? Say you need to step out of the way for whatever reason. Someone's getting a little too close to you because they're not paying attention to the 6-foot rule. You can just easily step out of their way and do a little side step. Right? You're just kind of, it's almost like one of those wole, kind of go ahead and go on through. You're just sidestepping, getting out of the way. Maybe perhaps you have to step backwards because you're losing your balance. Whatever the reason, you just shift and move. And you're able to catch yourself and move your feet quickly. So that's the gist of it there. All done. Bravo. Great work. Until next time.